What is going on? I'm Zedmod in that shop and in your hearts, of course. Throw in code Zedmod in there. Of course, the trader is gone, unfortunately. Very curious to see if we get any more of those cyber deals ever again, or if that was a Cyber Monday thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do check out the cards. You know where the cards, or just check out the previous video in my channel. Are we gonna get those on Boxing Day? Is Boxing Day widespread enough? I kind of doubt it. I think it's just a few Commonwealth countries. Anyways, warships. We're gonna talk about our F2P account, free to play. This account is doing fairly well, as you can see, up into 12. Only started it this morning. Tech tree is all about defense. See, we don't have rifles maxed, don't have Zookas maxed. Defense. Probably should change that for machine guns, to be completely honest. But when I started this account, I was just going for Grenadiers. I literally had 6 flamethrowers on my deck and a damage amplifier and nothing else. No snipers, no machine guns, no mortars, nothing. Just going for Grenadiers. It was ridiculous. It was fully naked, and I actually managed to win a couple battles using warriors against those clump bases. Warriors and smoke and flares. Don't really recommend it from an instant training standpoint, but it does work in a weird way once you get to a certain point. Troop building health was the last thing I got. Just now went back through snipers to get building health. Green mines were, I believe, first after getting Grens. Grens were the answer though. Getting Grens, losing, collecting my chests, and if you can collect those time chests, you're gonna be in a pretty good state, because some people really struggling to get those. I'll show you how I'm winning right now, and prepare yourself, because this is stupid. Full on stupid. Because our base is so strong, I am literally just dropping 1 boat of troops. I don't have enough troops to load, so I'm just dropping enough to get an engine room. Let's speed this up a little bit. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Bringing in the Grens, clearing all of the things, and then it's all about keeping those Grens alive. That is job number 1. So you'll see in a second here, I'm gonna drop a boat of rifles. The only reason for those rifles is to make sure that our Grens don't die. We've got lots and lots of GBE for smoke. Backing away, full on cowardly defensive ridiculousness. But I spent all of my troops to get up into iron. Iron was priority number 1 so that we could collect those time chests in iron. And at that point, now I'm just doing stupid things. You can see that I don't have any rifles, any Zookas, any warriors to add to my boats, which is ridiculous and silly, but that's because, of course, rifles are tick 1 and your reserves are super low when they're tick 1. I might throw something into one of those troops just to have a little bit of extra oomph, but for right now, this defensive gameplay is working. So if you're a free-to-play player, just like Mega Crab, you don't have to drop troops every stage of the Mega Crab if you're a low level. Just get some wins, get those chests, and next up on my list is Brick, and I'll show you where this all culminates in a second here. This tech tree does work. Now, yes, I don't have that extra building damage. Little bit different on this account because I do have instant training. Went through Brick and Grens and the snipers into some shock mines and now into that building damage, moving forwards bit by stinking little bit. Didn't realize that I had that Doom Cannon available, but nonetheless, into gold with Grenadiers, winning with these Grens. I'll show you my replay. Just again, Grens, and flares. Flares so important because they keep your troops lower on those ramps. If you're not sure what the heck I'm talking about, you'll also notice that over here I'm using Brick with her cluster grenade just to get rid of those defenses that I don't want to deal with. Also using that smoke to keep Brick alive a little bit. Her cluster grenade definitely speeds things up a little bit, but the defensive side, the reason why we made gold is because, it wasn't because I was super fast, it's because our opponent fizzled. Now, every season, I fall into the trap where I follow, like if we look up here, where are you at? Commander J. Doom. If you visit his warship, he is fully tech riding, getting out front. You'll notice he doesn't have anything defensive, and that definitely works, but it's a knife edge, super, super tight, gotta be almost perfect to make it work. Also have to start early and attack at all of your push points. Don't get me wrong, Doom is doing many, many good things, but for the casual or less intensive player, it doesn't work, especially if you don't have instant training, because you can't hit those push points. So that right there, my friends, is where this strategy comes in. How do we not get any extra troops in all of that time? Slow slogging, but we're just gonna do it anyways. Don't have any diamonds to spend, spent them all to get up into iron, and now this is where that strategy as far as the flare comes in a big way. We're gonna drop our boat, our flare there, and then as soon as that flare starts to expire, we're gonna drop our next boat of Grens over in here. They're gonna start walking towards that flare. Flare expires, and now they're in a great spot. Look how low down they are. They are way below that flag, which keeps them out of harm's way. And now we can just kind of hang out. And now as our troops start to clear things, we're gonna move towards that left-hand corner and clear on in. Might have to drop a boat or two of rifles or warriors or whatever the heck it might be, but we've got lots of troops that are going to stay out front, keep our troops alive. Those Grens are doing all sorts of damage to those mortars, and if our opponent ends up taking down a couple engine rooms, I'm just going to retreat. I'm not sitting here, I'm not trying to waste people's time under any circumstances, but we are trying to pick up, look at that, we are going to pick up the win right now, and they are going to watch this battle and they are gonna cringe at what the heck just happened, because this is full on ridiculousness. We're gonna use that smoke to keep our Grens alive. Your Grens are golden this season, like absolutely worth their weight in gold. And then as that mortar goes down, we're gonna move over to this left-hand side, getting away from that right-hand side mortar. And then again, these dudes are just gonna wander on in, and again, using smoke to try to keep some of those rifles alive, getting all of our dudes out towards that engine room and picking up easy wins. Not sexy wins, not even, I mean, unless you like watching your opponents absolutely fail, this isn't super duper fun. The novelty wears off pretty quick. Like, beating your opponent with one boat of troops is very fun on the main base, but just like the main base, that gets pretty darn old pretty darn quick once you start to get, like, it just takes so long. Sorry, brain not fully functioning. And now our Zookas, we can bring out one more boat of Zookas, because those Zookas are gonna help us speed this along a little bit. Definitely need to keep that flare active, otherwise, actually, you know what, let's bring our warriors out too. Bringing your warriors out with Grenadiers chucking over top of them is a dangerous idea. I don't really recommend it at all, but it's too late. We are gonna now note that the Grenadiers do miss long, so we didn't lose any warriors that battle, but I wouldn't recommend bringing warriors out. That was not a great choice. I'm sorry, Grunt. We pulled your pants down and spanked your bare bottom, but I gotta say, it was a great example showing how you can get up into rank 13 without instant training. How high this can go, don't really know. The good thing is, after I do these battles, put the device down, come back in 8 hours or so, and our troops are gonna be full. So you'll notice that all of these players have flamethrowers and sniper towers flamethrowers and machine guns at shore. If we look at my base in a second or so, you'll see that I've done things a little tiny bit differently. That is for very good reason. This flare, plus our Grenadiers range, just keeping all of our troops safe. This is just easy peasy, picking off buildings, blowing up that flotsam, taking out the sniper towers in behind, like all of the high range defenses that can range our Grenadiers. are nowhere to be seen. And by the time this flotsam explodes, we'll have killed at least one of those sniper towers, maybe even a couple of those mortars, and just chucking over top, exploiting people's poor defenses. And look how much Gren's miss by. They are missing by like 9 tiles, hitting that mortar at the very, very, very back section. We are about... Oh, there we go. Our opponent has gotten 1 engine room. So if they get all of our engine rooms, we will definitely retreat. But for right... Uh-oh. There is that mortar blast. There we go. Let's get the heck out of here. They're definitely gonna beat us. Good game to you. Great attack, whoever the heck you are. Let's see what you did. Bad Meister, let's see how you came in here. What do you got for us? Using 1 boat of rifles with Grenadiers. You know what? Let's shut that down too, shall we? So you'll notice that my base has that sniper tower up front. That sniper tower is damage amplified. It's gonna one-shot Grenadiers. That's why they went to that far right. So we're gonna move this sniper tower over here. And we're gonna even, let's just do 1 more. Loading up on sniper towers on that right-hand side. Sniper tower there, that's gonna stop them from dropping troops where they're unprotected. So slowly but surely making our defenses bit by bit better. We'll do 1 more battle just because this is full on ridiculousness. Again, build your base, my friends. I am fully confident that you guys can build better bases than this because these things are just set up to be exploited. Now, if I had warriors, I would have just gone back there and gotten all 3 engine rooms, but don't have enough warriors for that at the moment. Don't set up your engine rooms like that, even though I did it. It's actually, you know what? If someone's going to beat me with warriors, I've basically given up and given them the win already. So we are going to be in a little bit of a difficult spot here simply because of the fact that this person does indeed have decent defenses. We're going to drop a couple extra troops because as those flamethrowers go down, we are going to start to be in a bad spot here. So they have already retreated and we're going to throw the kitchen sink at it. Why the heck not? Let's get some more Grens, some more, what are those things called? Some more warriors. And then as we get over onto this left-hand side, should be able to pick up the win. We're going to throw 1 smoke there, trying to keep all of these guys alive. And then warriors are going to head on out there and get rid of some of those sniper towers bit by stinking little bit. Throwing all of our troops at this, just trying to pick up the win as we move as far from that mortar as we possibly can. Hoping to squeeze up against that left-hand wall, picking up at least 1 engine room. 2 out of 3 wins in the iron tier using basically 3 boats of troops if you combine all of them. That 1 warrior just standing in like an absolute beast. We already have enough engine rooms to pick up the win, so we'll just run the heck away. Could have gotten all of them. If you're after your timed chest, do pick up all of those engine rooms, but don't need to get all of them. Definitely putting a damper on Patton's pride. Hopefully that helped you. I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to be struggling. Using Rifle Zuka, even with Brick and her Iron Will or Cluster Grenade ability, you're gonna lose a lot of troops. Like, I don't even have all the defenses yet. There are still cannons. There are still an extra choice node. There is still another prototype and boom cannons. Seeing a lot of people with a lot of defenses. So Grenadiers are a great way to get your troops alive. And if you have more troops, like obviously you don't have to just drop 1 boat of Grenadiers. Throw some rifles out there. Ideally, probably on the harder bases deeper on into the season, you're going to use 3 boats of rifles, 5 boats of Grens, and then just sneak those rifles in bit by stinking little bit. You're probably also going to want to spend your boost on riflemen, but for me, I really do like sneaking my warriors in, crushing those 3 engine rooms in a big fast way, and or having the ability to mix rifles, Zukas, warriors, Grenadiers, all the troops together. So a little bit of a weird video today. kind of promoting trolling. But like I said, retreat, just get the heck out of there. Don't waste people's time. That is not the goal of this. The goal of this is to pick up easy wins when you don't have diamonds or instant training. Now, I know a lot of you went heavy on that trader yesterday. Those trader tokens, I mean, those, what are those things called? Time savers. Huge discount. Crazy. Like 2,640. That is almost 400 hours of speed ups. Next step, Supercell, please bring the ability to use time savers into warships. I would love it if that would happen. That would make so many happy people. I think, let me know in the comments if you agree. Otherwise, I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.